Hello everybody, my name is Ash and welcome back to Demon Souls. My mind went blank. I almost said something else then. Wrong game. I can forge weapons if you like, for a fair price. Damn, the hardstone goes into this as well? No. Whatever. It won't matter.
Do come back alive.
So I've popped all my souls and whatnot. Let's go back to this lady.
Thou seek then
Seek soul power.
soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
There we go.
Art thou
Drain out, get our health sorted. And now, all that leaves us to do now is to kill ourselves in the Nexus so we don't risk our world tendency. It's weird how fall damage works in this game. Executioner Marilda. Notice you don't make any footsteps either. Footstep sounds when you're playing in soul form. It's interesting. Now, 1-4-2 might be a bit of a pain, so we're gonna go to the Small King now. Actually, we didn't even read the description of 4-1 either last episode. That's inappropriate. The island shrine of the shadow men who worship storms and mourn the dead. Here the storm beasts fly above, and the souls of the dead inhabit skeletons to move about freely. I know it's like each archstone has its own lore description, which is nice. Archstone of the Demon Phalanx. Past the huge Bolitarian castle gates lies cliff pathways, now a feeding ground for dragons, which leads to the inner ward where the knights live. This is what we're going to do now. Let's say the boss is gone. Enemies over there have respawned even though we killed them. But that's a thing that happens in this game. Enemies respawn whether when you die or whenever you go back to Nexus and come back. Constantly spawning, so that means you can't just clear an enemy. Ooh, clear an area of enemies and move on. Like, you know, every time you die, you have to go through this shit again. That's why it can be a pain. Getting sharpstone isn't a pain though. Throwing knife. And these guys, you know, fairly easy to kill. They can stagger you with their damage, with their spears, but as you can tell, they're not doing much damage to us, and our health pretty much comes back by the time they make a follow-up hit on it. Most of the damage they'll get from us is if they attack us whilst we're attacking. Get that counter thrust damage. Oh, dead horses. Half-moon grass. Wait, you turned around? Why? Look at that, and you notice how much damage resistance they don't have when you hit them from behind. Like, I'll doing 25 damage to the shield in front, but you go behind them, boom, 1 or 2. So maybe it's easy to just flank them, but it depends on the area that you're in.
Hello? You yonder. Over here. It's me, Ostrava. Look at me. Again surrounded by evil warriors. Could you, perhaps, help me one last time? Clear out the soldiers at the far end of this passage, if it pleases you. The Lord's path, just down yonder, has degenerated into a feeding ground for flying dragons. Have your wits about you.
I got anything to say? Is that it? Okay, fair enough. So yeah, Ostrava is being shit again, so we gotta go help him. Story of our lives, right? Right? Right. Killer of frame rates and all things good in this world. Wing spear? Huh. Can't kill me though. There we are. Very good. Now I have got some terrible news for everybody. We're gonna kill this fucking dragon, or at least attempt to. Hopefully I've got enough to be working with here. Wooden catalyst. We can do spells with that. Most basic tool for spells. Well, there's not really much in the way of lore, is there? Helps if we actually equipped the arrows, though, wouldn't it? Now, there are easier ways to do this. I prefer using Poison Cloud down at the bottom, but we don't have Poison Cloud, so... Gotta make do with this. And missing is always important to miss your shot as well. I think we can get 2 hits on there. So yeah, very, very tedious and very, very boring. I will speed this up. Damn it. Try and make the follow-up shot happen, but it ain't. There we go. That took way longer than I would have liked. Small flame scale demon soul. So yeah, easy as that. Very repetitive, very long. Like I said, my preferred method is to use poison cloud at the bridge entrance over there. He just flies into it and gets poisoned, and then you don't even have to like aim your arrows. Annoyingly though, I was towards the end I kept trying to make sure I had got the shot of him falling out of the sky, because that would have been kind of shit if we just killed him and not see his body fall. Very good, very good. So we got the small flame scale demon soul, which doesn't have any uses. Which is a shame, but we can consume it and get 10,000 souls out of it. So for us, what we did there, we killed it for about 8. God knows how much. I weren't really paying attention. Killed it for a decent amount of souls, and basically we got 2 or 3 levels out of that. And that's why we bought all them arrows and upgraded our bow. Just to make sure we had it. Gash resistance! Soft ring bearing a bright red seal increases resistance against bleeding. Made by Gary, a friend of Sage Frake, a visionary who is known for his magical handcrafts. Seal's design is a fisher. Hey, how are you?
Thank you. That makes twice. Thanks to you, I can now forge ahead. This is a token of my gratitude. Please accept it.
Dark moon grass. And I like how he's got glowing blue eyes as well. That's kind of weird. So dark moon grass fully heals HP and status ailments. So this is like divine blessing. Gives us all our HP and cures any poison, bleeding, or whatever. The effect of the moon herbs changes with dark moons. Drive of new moon herbs. So, pretty good. Pretty good. Not that I need them. Not right now, at least. So we'll move swiftly on. Now, obviously, they've got these tunnels here that are kind of designed so, like, you can either, like, chance it with the dragon, take your time, run when there's not run and wait and all that malarkey. Or you could go through here. Oh, God. And risk against the dredgelings, and when they finally show up, the doggos. Unknown hero soul. Look at that. See the town of Balataria down there. You see it in the intro cutscene with the or I call it intro cutscene. It's more of a slideshow. You got like the statue in the middle. A few houses out there. Whatnot, and all the mountain areas. Don't really get to explore that area, unfortunately, but nice to see there's a world outside the game, isn't there? Even if it is a bit pointless.
We meet again. Fancy that. Hope you find something that suits you.
Oh my god, you look like shit itself.
It is the end of great, but hell, at least.
Okay, he has nothing new to say either. So yeah, his face is completely rotting away. Selling turpentine and better healing items. Oh, he's selling the broadsword now, which weirdly enough causes bleed damage in this game. Yeah. Weird. Slashing weapon inflicts heavy damage on soft flesh and has limited effect on metal, armor, and hard scales. Frost attacks make up for that weakness. You also got the claymore, which is very good, though it's got a weird scaling. Not. We can make it a quality weapon later, but I'm not. You know what? I don't. I say we. I don't intend to use the claymore in this game. Very large straight sword. It's versatile straight sword, but heaviness essentially requires two. It's got the same description as bastard sword. You know, it's like the descriptions in this game aren't as unique in.
Hard times, eh? I'm sure you'll turn.
They aren't as unique as they are in Dark Souls and beyond. You know, I think the only items that have unique descriptions are the unique items. Whereas everything like the straight swords, the curved swords, and all that malarkey, kind of cut and paste. Can't bounce short, bow. I mean, yeah, sure, I could have done the dragon here. Actually, no, not here, because I don't have the little cubby. Don't know what the I don't know what the word is for the little cutouts on the castle walls. I'm not. Jesus, save some fucking damage for me. There we are. You know what? I don't even need to heal. Now, obviously, like, these guys could have been fucked up by the dragon, but we killed the dragon immediately. I wish it was immediately. Like, we started attacking the dragon as soon as we got here. So we've got to kill some of these enemies. But they're not hard. They're not too hard. And we can get these items without any worry or risk. So we're doing good for ourselves. What the hell was that? Spiked shield, huh. A shield with countless spikes on the front is meant to be used for attacking and can be used to pierce the enemy. This is one of the rarer weapons and does not often see use in combat. I've never actually seen that before. It does a shield bash rather than a parry. Huh. Honestly, I forgot that existed. Obviously, back here where the dragon attacks. Now, so I'm not doing it now because, I mean, maybe I should have done this and showed you guys this before I killed the dragon, but a very nice tactic I like to use, you know, obviously you walk out here and he starts setting fire to this section of the wall. What I like to do is I like to run back here so he sets fire to this area and then make the run here. That way it adds a bit of extra time because he'll be flaming that wall, then doing the loop back around before he actually attacks this wall. And by the time he starts attacking, you've already made it past this here like wagon. I'll call it a wagon, sure. I just realised something, and it's a bit of a mistake, so you guys will have to forgive me for this. I didn't actually follow up on Ostrava's dialogue. I need to go back and talk to him. He gave me his Dark Moon shit. Dark Moon grass. But I didn't actually speak to him after that.
This is bad. Not a single person left. Why on earth? How did all of this happen? Father!
Father! Yeah, the voice acting isn't great.
This is bad. How did...
Alright, that's all I wanted to hear. Okay, back to the rest of the game. Went a bit too far there. Ow. That hurt. Hey, none of that. Only I can heal. Yeah, you can see it moving up a bit. My health is going back pretty fast, and this isn't even like our final form of health regen. It's gonna get worse, believe me. Here we are, we're at the fog. We made it, yay! The cheek, trying to disappear on me. Chunk of hardstone. Hardstone, whatever. Unknown hero soul. So yeah, this is a fairly short level if you decide to just run through it and not bother with the dragon. You're literally going across this bridge and that's it. Could be difficult potentially, but in the grand scheme of it all, short. I'd call it a short level. Now we're gonna have one of the more iconic bosses of this game, and it was used in the trailer of the remaster as well. You can see it right there. It's already waiting for us. Thank fuck. There isn't that many archers above us. Okay, his ankle is busted. You know what? I'm actually going to go... I was going to fight him without bothering with the archers, but we're in a bad spot here. And we need to go up here to grab items. These guys are annoying. It's not that they do that much. They don't do much damage, but they do stun you. And a badly timed stun is enough to end your whole career before it even starts. Can't wait to hear this cheesy ass music in the remaster. Fat Minister didn't stick around though. Also, Town Knight has like sorcery on his lance, which is... I always find that a bit weird. Also weird that he tries to block you, despite the fact that he's just a... I think I guard broke for no reason there, even though I was spamming the R1 button. I wonder if that's... I hope that will get fixed, where you just randomly guard break for no reason, mid-combo. I think because I'm not using blunt weapons, his head is a bit sturdier. Wow. And I'm not even going to capitalise on that properly. I can't even get to his head. That's the worst. God damn it! He accidentally pushed me out of the way. No! Stop! Why is the brass telescope equipped? That was terrible. This is probably the worst Tower Knight fight you'll ever see on YouTube. Is he falling? Yes! Obviously it takes a lot of damage to the head, which is what we need to go for. Probably would have been better off using a bow and arrow from up atop. The hell? There's supposed to be a message dropping up. Iron Demon Soul. A thick, colourless fog holds you back. Only those who have slain an archdemon may pass beyond this point. Which basically means the final boss of an area. We are not ready, we're not strong enough. That's what they're trying to tell us. Which is a big old pain. No, I said I'd do this off camera. But I want to spend all my stuff first. And Strava's here as well.
At its peak, Boletaria was a grand kingdom. The king, his knights, and his subjects were modest and plain, but also steadfast and compassionate. In the distant southern kingdom, Boletaria was known as paradise on earth. But look at what has become of us now. I refuse to believe that this is what Father wished for our great land. Here in Boletaria, we speak of the legend of the two swords and the last hero. The two swords are Demonbrand and Soulbrand. One sword banishes that which befouls man, and the other banishes man himself. The last hero is old King Doran. King Doran is the Everlasting One, founder of Boletaria and protector of the two swords. Of course, only according to legend. But in the dark state of our land, legends are all we can depend upon. King Alant led Boletaria with a round table of brave knights. The royal twin Fangs, Alfred, the Knight of the Tower, Metas, the Knight of the Lance, and the brave tribesman Longbow Ulan and his fearsome legions. But today, Boletaria is an abysmal mess. Valifax was lost, and Bjor slipped through the fissure, never to be heard from again. All the rest, along with Boletaria, have been devoured by the fog, and will soon be prey to the demons. The Boletarian Knights are no longer. But perhaps our age will see the rise of new heroes, such as yourself.
Maybe. We actually have met two of them, though, like you mentioned. The Metas Knight of the Lance, I think it was. Knight of the Tower? I don't know. The Tower Knight was one of the ones he mentioned, and the Phalanx, it was the Legion that he mentioned. So there's that. Do you have anything else to add to us?
But perhaps our age.
Maybe. The hell, that's weird. You can be dodged that way.
Well, you found yourself a demon soul, did you? I'm impressed. Yes, indeed I am. Stay the path, and you will soon be a monster yourself. Can't you see you've fallen for their trap? You. Have you seen my corporeal flesh? Has my body gone rotten? I'm sorry. Please leave me alone. Who are you? I don't remember anything. Who are you? I don't remember anything.
Thank goodness you're sick. I was worried.
Alright, we've dumped all of our stuff here because our equip load is getting a bit heavy. I forgot to do it between episodes as well, or between sessions. So we've got be careful.
We are in debt.
Alright, made it in black.
Thou seekest
Seek of soul power, I do.
soul of the mind, key to
Get to a
life's
nice 27. There we go. 1000 HP will do us for good.
Thou done? Main
And let us upgrade our halberd. We will not upgrade our halberd. Fuck. Oh no. It's okay. It's okay. So you notice that the crestfallen warrior, he was starting to get a bit agitated, a bit panicked, losing his memory. Well, basically, if you are in soul form for too long, you eventually pass on. Damn. You eventually pass on into the next world. That's kind of the idea. So if you keep talking to him after you die or after you defeat a demon, something weird will happen to him. He will disappear, and all that's left of him is a storied hero's soul, a storied soldier's soul. So that's what happens if you become crestfallen and don't fight. You die forever. Oh yeah, small flame demon soul. We need to pop that.
thou key to life's ether. Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted.
Spell memory.
So the world might be mended.
Miracle memory. Ah, good.
So the world might be mended.
There we go. Endurance.
Art thou done? Main thine.
Main vine, blah blah blah. Okay, so before we wrap it up here, we want to go back to Bolitarian Palace. Palace? Palace. Because it's now time to talk about world tenancy. So there are two types of world. There's like a meter that the world, each level is built upon. You know, the worse you do in body form, or the actions that you take that might not be too good for the world, it goes towards the black world tendency. And if it goes to black, it means the world will get, the enemies get stronger. There's more enemies will appear. Certain unique enemies will appear, and overall, you know, bad times for all. You do good things like kill bosses, and you know, stay alive in body form, that kind of stuff. It goes towards the white world tendency. Now, if you notice that in the top corner of my screen, there's like obviously the health bar, and there's like a little eye sort of looking symbol. That'll be for character tendency, which is completely different to world tendency. And you look to the opposite corner, it's got Bolitarian Palace, and another eye that's shining bright white. Now, previously that was like kind of a greyish colour because we were kind of neutral, but because we've killed 2 bosses and the dragon, we've actually moved the world tendency to white. So if we go over here to check world tendency, Bolitarian Palace is shining brightly, whereas like, you know, Shrine of Storms, where we've killed 1 boss, is kind of like dimly lit, and then Valley of Defilement and the other 2, you know, which we haven't even entered yet, they haven't even, they're kind of at a straight neutral. So Bolitarian is at white, Valley of Defilement is at neutral, and the Shrine of Storms is at kind of a light. It's heading towards white, but it's not quite there yet. And some unique features happen if you go to pure world tendencies. For example, right here, this gate is open. Remember the second episode of this playthrough, this gate was shut. You couldn't even interact with it. So now we can actually explore the execution grounds with these red phantom enemies, and a crystal lizard that will just fling itself off a cliff. Whatever. Didn't need that. Didn't need those items anyway. And these are kind of weak, to be honest, but if we were on black world tendency, these guys would really fuck us up and have quite a bit of health. But we have like unique items, which is very nice. Not unique, but access to like soul items that we wouldn't have otherwise, so it's good. And that's kind of why we kill ourselves in the Nexus, because if you die in body form, it actually sends the world tendency back a bit towards dark. And obviously this, if we like die, like for example, we died a couple of times in Shrine of Storms. If we were in body form for every one of them deaths, it would be pretty much like black, like neutral going towards black, which is a pain. I think there's different actions determine how far it goes. I think like if you die, it goes back by 1, but if you kill a boss, it goes up by 2. There's like different stages or something, but I would highly advise going on the wiki.to look it up. It's kind of a weird system. It's hard to explain. I did try my best. Jesus, she backstabbed me. Now, actually, I wasn't supposed to go here first. But I will go around and leave her to her devices. So I wanted to go to another place, because if killing her actually lowers your thing, your world tendency, which is kind of weird. But I didn't want to kill her just yet. Actually, you know what? I will kill her. No, actually I won't, because if we die in a certain spot, it will cause problems for us. Now, because we got white world tendency as well, there's a certain location we can get to, or should be able to get to, without having to worry about anything. And it's just up here. So you get like unique interactions. Now, she often speaks to us. The executioner, Merelda, but I think you don't hear her when you're in soul form. Her dialogue doesn't play, which is a pain. And come to think of it, I should have like restored my humanity. To get the dialogue. But no worries. 241, that is deadly. Look at that peak up there. It's like cup 2 hands praying. There we go. Look at me, I got skills. What are you gonna do about it? Spin to win, right? Wasn't gonna even engage in these guys, but I'm gonna go over here. And because it's got white world tendency, the dragons aren't here. Well, we killed one of them, but the other one has moved on to the next location. So now we can grab all this loot without a care in the world. Purple flame shield, which, you know, that won't do shit for helping us against these dragons, by the way. And it is quite heavy, actually. It's a great shield. An old large shield painted with vivid purple. It's quite heavy and very effective against flame attacks. The origin of its characteristic design is unknown. This equipment holds many mysteries. Get some souls. They're always important. Got these like petrified corpses as well. Not that ring of flame resistance didn't really help that guy out, did it? Ring of strength. So that's 2 decent rings in one place. Soft ring bearing a deep red seal increases fire defense. Made by Gary. Seal's design is a flame. And the other one that we got is ring of great strength. Where's his maximum equip burden? Given to King of Lance Twin Fangs, raises maximum equip burden. With this great power, the Twin Fang BR wielded a massive steel shield, large crossbow, and a huge sword with ease. So it's basically Havel's ring, and if you look there, equip burden goes up by about 25. 25.5. So pretty good. I think it might be percentage based. Not too sure. Now you can go down here and get this stuff safely. Now you can see here, like, even though it hasn't really loaded any of the details, Shard of Archstone, you can actually see the bridge that we use in World 1-2. So we've already crossed there, and the Tower Knight was located there. It's not too, you don't see any of the details, and I'm pretty sure it's not. The scale is a bit off, but yeah. And the Shard of Archstone. Go to that here. Where is it? Sends the user back to Nexus. A shard of scraped off of the Archstones that are scattered across about in each area. Sends the user back to Nexus. The Archstone that the Monumental entrusted to the Elders have been forgotten and are now left for the Meister Noron. So yeah, that's basically that is the Homeward Bone. So if we want to get back to the Nexus without losing anything, we use that. We don't get many of them in the game though. That's why I'd say like you getting the Evacuate Miracle is just a nice convenience to have. Now before we go anywhere else, we're going to go back down to... oh, look at them missing textures. Lovely. I never actually noticed that until now. Okay, let's go kill Executioner Merelda because even though it takes us back to neutral World Tenancy, we don't really have much else to do with White World Tenancy for Boletaria. So if you need to get shit done, you do it as quick as possible. Weird guard breaking. No, enough of the sharp stones. Give me hard stones. Whatever. I don't know why I'm killing these. They're not really going to be of any importance. Alright, let's go kill the Executioner. Oh, she didn't even like go back the entire way. Yeah, fuck you, bitch. Like I said, this is just so cheesy. That's why I use it. That's it. And that sends our World Tenancy down by a couple of things. It doesn't do it immediately, it only does it when you respawn or load the area. But we got our armor set and we got a ring, another ring. This is one of two locations where we can find this ring. Raises direct hit damage but lowers other damage. It's weird that it doesn't like actually show us the damage boost, physical damage boosting, so it means direct hit rather than anything else. Right, a ring made of straw rope. Damage from direct hits increases while damage from other attacks decreases. Ring from faraway land, known for its swordsmithing. Said to be imbued with a distinct spell. And we also got her armor, which is nice. Shall we go to this screen here, see if it actually has anything different on each one. Pointed hood, which covers the entire head. It's made from leather and scraps, and the leather straps are wrapped around the neck. In Boletaria, they were worn by executioners, especially Executioner Merelda, who was known for her lunacy and beautiful voice. That'll do us. That'll do us. Alright, so the reason why I went and did the dragons and also before killing Execution Meralda and all that malarkey is because of this stupid pit here. There's items here that I want to get, and you see there poison resistance. I wonder what that does. You see here, there's like nasty looking enemies. Now the idea is drop down. God damn it. These guys wearing thongs and sumo. Yeah, they're all wearing thongs. They're all like low poly as well. Colourless Demon Soul, that's what we came here for. And we're dead. That is why we do that. Pain in my ass. So, yeah, we picked up a Colourless Demon Soul. And also the Poison Resistance Ring, which... oh, Jesus. Calm it down. Seal design of a skull. So if we like left a Nexus and then came back through here, we'd actually lock it up. Like it would relock itself, I believe. I can't remember. There we go. Hey, 6 hardstones. Get this bloody weapon up to +3 now. And you see there, like they do a lot more damage, those red phantom enemies compared to like normal enemies. They do drop slightly more souls as well. I shouldn't even pick up the green shit, but whatever. Also, you've noticed that that pit from above is actually here, with all the glowing souls and whatnot. And the question is, do we try and get our souls back, which is like 6,000 souls? Say fuck it, let's try it. Oh god. It's just too very narrow and very sensitive, the controls, you know? Trying to get back to trying to land on this beam here. Oh, there we are, we got it. That's what I was trying to do. Now, down there, it's death. You can fall down there and drown. Across there is absolutely nothing and no reason to go over there, so... Damn it! This always happens. That's why we've got this, though. Brushwood armor. Now, we can't wear this because we're female, and the game is very sex... Nah, I'm joking. But this here. Brushwood helmet. This old helmet belonged to the... was long ago held by the Boltarian royal family. It is excellent for staving off flame. Recently, Beyond Twin Fangs has been known for wearing it. Its heaviness slightly impedes regeneration. It's very good. But obviously, it makes us over encumbered. So yeah, if you're planning on playing like a tanky build with like heavy armor, you know, good place to get it. It's right here, but you need white world tendency to get it. And yes, this is as fast as we're going to go. I do like the ambience though of like just having like fire or birds cawing or whatever. And that'd be it. That'll be it for Boletaria for now. Everything that we can do has been done. That crystal lizard. Oof, there we are. There we are. And we'll go back to the Nexus, and with this return to Nexus, that should return our world tendency from bright white to a bit lower. Let's see what happens. Look at that. So you look at the Nexus, because we killed ourselves in body form several times, the Nexus's symbol at the top corner there is black. And Boletaria Palace has gone back to neutral, as if we've never visited, so much like Valley of Defilement, Stonefang and Latria. So very very unique, if I say so myself.
Hello again.
We deposit all the items that we don't need, because good lord, we are getting over cucumbered. We need to use that ring, don't we, for crying out loud. So I'm going to call the episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and God, it's going to be a little bit of editing in this episode, because it's supposed to be the shortest level. I thought, hey, I'm going to quickly do 1, 2, and then do the White World Tendency stuff, and then that'll be it. No, we took a bit longer. We a lot of faffing about. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.